I never thought I'd be the guy writing something like this, but here we are. Throwaway account for obvious reasons. So, my wife cheated on me with her boss. Yeah, that old cliche. We've been married for 7 years, together for almost 10. We met in college, back when I thought I was the luckiest guy alive. She was smart, funny, and way out of my league in terms of looks. People used to joke that I must have saved a village in my past life to get someone like her. And for a long time, it really felt like we had the dream couple thing going on. Vacations together, inside jokes, lazy Sundays where we'd binge some dumb reality show. She was my best friend. That's the part that hurts the most, I think. Not the sex. Well, that too, but the betrayal of trust. It started earlier this year. She'd gotten a promotion at work, which I was super proud of her for. She deserved it. She works in marketing, and her boss is one of those charismatic older guys. Smooth talker, slick hair, thinks he's God's gift to women. At first, I thought he was harmless. My wife would complain about his corny jokes and boomer behavior, so I didn't think twice. Then, gradually, things shifted. She started coming home later. Work dinners, networking events, big campaign deadlines. I trusted her. I didn't snoop. Hell, I even encouraged her to go out and climb that corporate ladder. But then I noticed the little changes. She became distant. Not cold exactly, but different. She stopped asking me about my day, stopped laughing at my dumb jokes. Sex went from a couple times a week to once every few weeks. And even then it felt mechanical, like she was somewhere else in her head. One night, she came home late, and her phone buzzed on the counter while she was in the shower. I swear to God, I wasn't even trying to snoop, but the preview lit up and I saw his name. Just his first name. And the message said, "Last night was amazing. Can't stop thinking about you." My stomach dropped. I felt like the floor had been pulled out from under me. I wanted to throw up. I waited until she got out of the shower and confronted her right then and there. No build-up, no detective work, just raw emotion. She froze, denied it at first. Then when I showed her the message, she broke down crying. Told me it just happened, that she didn't plan it, that she felt confused. All the usual excuses you read about. And here's the kicker. Instead of begging for forgiveness or promising to cut him off, she suggested we open the marriage. I laughed. Not because it was funny, but because it was so absurd I didn't know how else to react. She sat there, tears streaming down her face, telling me maybe we've outgrown monogamy and that maybe we'd both be happier exploring other connections. I told her she was out of her damn mind. She'd already broken my trust and now she wanted a free pass to screw her boss openly. But she kept insisting, said she still loved me, that she didn't want a divorce, that maybe if we were both free to see other people, it could actually save our marriage.
And here's where I'll admit something I'm not proud of. I agreed. Not because I wanted to, not because I believed in it, but because I didn't know what else to do. I was in shock, desperate, clinging to whatever scrap of hope I could find. For the next few weeks, things were weird. She kept seeing her boss, except now she didn't have to hide it. She acted lighter, almost smug sometimes, like she'd fixed everything by slapping a label on it. Meanwhile, I was spiraling. I didn't even want to think about other women. I just wanted her back. But then something unexpected happened. A friend of mine, let's call her Emily, reached out. We used to work together years ago and had stayed in touch on social media. She saw a vague post I made about going through some stuff and asked if I was okay. I told her the truth. Not every detail, but enough. And she didn't judge. She just listened. Emily is incredible. She's warm, funny, genuinely kind in a way that doesn't feel forced. We started hanging out, first just grabbing coffee, then dinner. At first, I told myself it was just friendship, but the more time I spent with her, the more I realized how empty things had been at home. With Emily, I felt seen again. I felt like me again. One night, after a few drinks, she kissed me, and I kissed her back. I won't lie, it was electric, not just physically, but emotionally. Like a part of me that had been dead was suddenly alive again. I went home that night, and for the first time in months, I smiled, falling asleep. When my wife found out, because of course she did, she demanded full honesty in this open marriage bullshit, she lost it. Suddenly, all that talk about freedom and exploring other connections went out the window. She accused me of betraying her, of using her idea against her. I couldn't believe it. She'd been sleeping with her boss for months, but the second I found someone who actually cared about me, it was a crime? That was the moment something snapped in me. I realized I didn't love her anymore. Or maybe I loved the version of her I thought existed, the one who laughed at my dumb jokes, who shared fries with me at 2 a.m., who used to say, "You're my home." That person was gone. And what was left was someone I didn't recognize. Someone selfish, manipulative, incapable of seeing how much she'd hurt me.
So yeah, that was the breaking point. After she blew up at me for seeing Emily, I realized I couldn't keep living like this. I sat my wife down one evening and I told her straight, I want a divorce. She looked at me like I had just stabbed her. First came the shock, then the denial. She kept saying, no, you don't mean that. You're just angry. We can fix this. I'll stop seeing him. I'll do whatever it takes. But it was too late. I didn't even feel angry anymore, just done. Like a switch had flipped inside me. I told her I'd already contacted a lawyer, that I wasn't playing games. That's when she completely lost it. She went from begging to raging in about 0.2 seconds. She screamed that I was throwing away everything we built over a mistake. She accused Emily of manipulating me, of taking advantage of a vulnerable man. That part actually made me laugh, which only made her more furious. Because if anyone had been manipulated, it was me. She was the one who cheated, lied, and then gaslit me into thinking an open marriage was the solution. I moved into my buddy's spare room while I sorted things out. Those first nights away from her were surreal. I thought I'd feel miserable, but honestly, it was like I could breathe again. No tension, no silent treatment, no fake smiles across the dinner table. Just me, a couch, and a crappy Netflix connection. And I felt free. Of course, she didn't make it easy. She bombarded me with texts, some apologizing, some threatening, some just incoherent late-night rambling. She even showed up at my friend's place once crying on the porch. I didn't let her in. I couldn't. Meanwhile, things with Emily were getting deeper. She wasn't just a rebound, she was real. When I was with her, I felt calm. We'd cook dinner together, laugh until our stomachs hurt, talk about stupid things like which superhero we'd want as a roommate. It was simple, easy, and honest. All the things my marriage hadn't been for a long time. One night I confessed to her that I felt guilty. That part of me wondered if I was just replacing one relationship with another too fast. Emily didn't get defensive. She didn't pressure me. She just said, then let's take it slow. I'm not going anywhere. And that's when it really hit me. Love isn't supposed to feel like a battlefield. It's not supposed to feel like you're constantly proving your worth or walking on eggshells or bargaining for scraps of affection. It's supposed to feel safe,
The divorce process was messy, as you'd expect. She fought me on everything at first: the house, the car, even my dog, who, by the way, she never even liked. But eventually she realized I wasn't budging, and we settled. The last time we spoke face to face was at the final signing. She looked at me with this mix of bitterness and sadness and said, "I thought we'd be forever." I just said, "So did I." And that was it. No dramatic goodbye, no grand reconciliation, just a quiet ending to something that should have ended long before. It's been months now, and here's the funny thing: I don't regret it. Not one bit. If anything, I regret not leaving sooner. Because here's the truth no one wants to admit. Once someone shows you they're capable of betraying you like that, you can never really go back. Sure, some couples patch things up after infidelity. Some even come out stronger, or so they claim. But for me, the trust was gone. The respect was gone. And once those two things disappear, love doesn't stand a chance. Sometimes I think back to those open marriage conversations, and I just shake my head. It's wild how easily people will twist logic to justify their actions. She didn't want an open marriage because she believed in the concept. She wanted it because it gave her cover to keep sleeping with her boss without guilt. And when I played by her rules and found someone better, suddenly the rules didn't apply anymore. If there's one thing I've learned from all this, it's this: cheaters don't actually want an open marriage. What they want is a one-sided marriage, where they get to explore and you stay loyal. The second you flip the script, they panic. As for Emily and me, we're still together, slowly, steadily, and honestly. She's been patient with me, understanding that I'm still healing, and she's never once made me feel like I have to earn her love. Sometimes I catch myself waiting for the other shoe to drop, that paranoia you get after being betrayed. But then she does something small, like leave me a silly note in my lunch bag, or hold my hand while we're watching TV. And I remember, not everyone is out to hurt you. Some people actually mean what they say. I don't know if Emily is the one. Maybe that's not even a real thing. But I do know this: she treats me better than my wife ever did, and she makes me want to be better too. So, to anyone reading this who's stuck in a toxic relationship, scared to leave because of history or comfort or fear of the unknown, take it from me. Sometimes the bravest, healthiest thing you can do is walk away. Because the moment I stopped begging someone to love me, I made room for someone who actually does. And honestly, that's the best revenge I could have asked for.